no sunshine when she's gone, only dark clouds for Matchroom. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
The most important thing, we have a relationship with these two gentlemen, and they are legends.
In the ones that I've seen, and I have to admit I'm not a massive advocate of them, but I think people are always looking to see insight, looking to see something different. And boxing is a natural space for it, because ultimately you've got this intriguing sport steeped in nobility, ideally.
Yep, it's been a tough year for Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing. But here's the truth. What's really questionable is how long this empire can withstand the blows. If you want the correct news and not just rumors, make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow Knockout Updates for all the latest breaking boxing news. Now, let's dive into the drama.
You can't really live without him now, can you? If you want to do big things in the world of boxing.
Of course we can. I mean,
but he could probably live without you and Frank.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe, you know, I mean, if you look at our stable, he can't live without our stable, and he can't live without Frank Warren's stable, and, you know, and obviously those fighters that are under contract. But
Eddie Hearn, once the king of the boxing promotion world, is facing an avalanche of challenges in 2024, with major losses, high-profile defeats, and now a shocking split with Turkish promoter Turki Alalshikh. Fans are wondering, can Matchroom bounce back, or is it crumbling before our eyes? The recent string of losses has left the world questioning Hearn's next move. Could this be the beginning of the end for one of the most powerful promoters in boxing? And why did Alalshikh, a key international partner, abruptly walk away? The cracks were already there, but the split with Alalshikh shook the foundation even further.
But I don't think the result is fair, in my opinion.
When you were watching the fight unfold, we saw Bivol dominate a lot.
Alalshikh, who played a pivotal role in Matchroom's expansion into Saudi Arabia, has voiced his frustration with how the promotion was being run, accusing them of not delivering the blockbuster events he had hoped for. With the partnership now in tatters, the future looks more questionable than ever for Hearn's once unstoppable organization. Alalshikh is reportedly considering joining forces with Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions or Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, signaling a massive shift in the power dynamics of the boxing world.
Eddie Hearn not happy.
No, I don't think it is one of the great fights ever I see in the last at least.
But why did it come to this? Insiders say the relationship between Hearn and Alalshikh had been on shaky ground for months. Alalshikh's dissatisfaction peaked with the failed bivol versus Ellerbe fight, which didn't live up to its billing as the international spectacle everyone had hoped for.
What were your thoughts as it was unfolding?
I think it is at least for bivol, for the two fighters.
Adding fuel to the fire were the continuous losses suffered by Matchroom's top fighters, sparking talk of a Matchroom curse. That notion was solidified when Matchroom's fighters were swept in a humiliating 10-0 defeat by Frank Warren's squad in a 5 versus 5 team event. One of the most shocking losses was Craig Richards' upset by Willie Hutchinson. However, the knockout blow to Matchroom's reputation came when Deontay Wilder was taken down by Zhilei Zhang. These defeats have raised serious questions about whether Matchroom's fighters still have what it takes to stay on top.
For Eddie Hearn, who is literally 0-11 to Frank Warren this year. This continues the Matchroom curse, meaning if you sign with Matchroom, you're either guaranteed to lose or get injured. To make matters worse,
or if the Matchroom curse is too strong to shake. Meanwhile, Frank Warren and Oscar de la Hoya are wasting no time capitalizing on Hearn's misfortunes.
You've just spanked Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, Frank. Your instant reaction?
Well, look, we had a great result. All our guys come through. I'm delighted. They all done what they had to do in all different ways.
Warren has been steadily expanding his influence in Saudi Arabia, positioning Queensberry Promotions to take over the Middle Eastern market that Matchroom once dominated.
Well, I don't hear anybody else telling me about it. He's got no heart. Ever again. He showed what he's all about, and then he got down to the place to get behind that jab. He was doubling up the jab, letting that right hand go. And basically, he busted her with the jab. And then they took the fight out. I have nothing but good things to say about him. You know, he represents.
On the other hand, De La Hoya has taken to social media, mocking Hearn and calling the Matchroom banner cursed. He even blamed Hearn for Anthony Joshua's career downer after Joshua's crushing knockout loss to Daniel Dubois.
With his old buddy Devin Haney in the crowd at Wembley. Eddie, you can't build a fighter to save your life. Bruh. Anthony Joshua had the world tips, and you found a way to fumble his career. And speaking of Eddie, my other buddy Dana White had some high praise for him.
Claiming Hearn's questionable decisions have ruined one of boxing's biggest stars. The hits just keep coming for Hearn, and fans are starting to wonder, can he turn it around? Anthony Joshua's knockout loss to Dubois was a massive blow, and even Oscar de la Hoya didn't hold back.
Pleasure working with Matchroom, Eddie, Frank, and the team.
And we're going to see Frank Smith at the Queensbury office next week.
They know there's some connection back there, so
Publicly questioning Hearn's handling of Joshua's career. Critics are asking whether Joshua's legacy can be salvaged, and if Hearn can ever recover his once untouchable reputation. Eddie Hearn, however, remains defiant.
Obviously, disappointing night in Riyadh, great show, but long journey home now. Looking forward to a nice, quiet trip.
it's a 5-hour delay on this flight, and I reckon it's going to take 5 hours to get to the airport. I'm sitting in row 5.
Okay.
And anyway, high five.
In recent interviews, he's admitted that 2024 has been rough, but insists that Matchroom isn't going anywhere. He's dropped hints about major rematches on the horizon, including a possible Joshua versus Dubois showdown that could reignite his career and breathe life back into Matchroom's brand. Yet, with Turki Alalshikh gone, and rivals like Warren and De La Hoya circling,
There is not journalist.
Yes, you are. You're a disc jockey.
No, you're your dad's son, whose business you inherited. Right? So we can all throw out silly comments, right?
Let's wait. I want to address that. I want to address that. 1 second. No, I want to address that 1 second. No, I
hadn't finished.
Because now you're talking about my father, you're talking about what I've inherited, and I'll say one thing now. You've got this bee in your bonnet. I don't know what it is.
I don't.
You brought it up on Twitter the other day.
I don't.
You just brought it up again now.
Because
you
I think
inherited your daddy's business.
Because
now let's get one thing right. You have done very well.
Yes.
And so have I.
Yeah.
This is what you did. You took a company, startup, to
yes, different
what
to
you say. Yeah, totally different.
to you.
We all played a hand with that.
We do indeed.
You took a startup company.
We do indeed.
To what you say was £100 million company. Lost a lot. Don't worry.
No, you don't. You don't know
Hold
that.
on, let me finish.
Don't redirect it to
Let
silly
me finish.
conversation.
Hearn's path to redemption is far from certain. The next chapter in this boxing saga is sure to be filled with high-stakes drama. Will Eddie Hearn find a way to rebuild? Or is this the moment that marks the fall of Matchroom boxing? One thing is for sure, fans won't want to miss what's coming next. So, if you're ready for more breaking news and in-depth boxing coverage, hit that like button, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Knockout Updates. For all the latest updates on the biggest stories in the sport, make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.